What is up, guys? My name is Whiteout, and today I've got myself a new package from LatexCatfish. Now, LatexCatfish has always been a little bit of a mixed bag for me, and it's been a while since I've ordered from them. I've had great successes, such as with their Lacy sleep sack, which I got back in 2016. That thing has held up to a ton of use and abuse. Fantastic product. However, I've also ordered 2 separate cat suits from them. Both of those started ripping within a month of purchasing, and neither of them lasted more than a year and required constant repairs every couple times I wanted to wear them. In fact, here's a picture of one of them where you can see multiple pinholes around the front of it. Pretty not good. So first off, let's start off right on the box itself, because there's some interesting quirks and features before we actually get inside. We can see right here on the side, sharpied in, is the gauge of the latex. Now it says 0.4 millimeters on there, which is a normal thickness for most cat suits. However, this is a custom order. I got this as 1 millimeter thick. So this is a thick boy, but they sharpened in 0.4. Why would they lie? I don't know. Also, on the side, this is where they normally have the customs order sheet. And if you look at the commercial invoice, what they have in what is sent for the import duties and stuff, they have the value listed at $80 US, when in fact I paid $452 for the suit. Now I can understand why manufacturers do this. A lot of them will intentionally lie on the custom sheet so that they don't have to pay an import duty, and it helps save the customer a couple bucks. However, this could be a real issue if the package is ever lost, damaged, or stolen, which has happened to me in the past, and it's really difficult arguing the value of your goods when they lie on the input duty as $80 when in fact I paid $452. So take that as you will. Now, another thing to note about LatexCatfish that's a bit of a quirk and a feature is how they do their off-the-shelf sizing. If we look at some European or American manufacturers, here's regulation. You can see, taking my measurements, I'm a size medium across the board. We look at Latex 101, again, I fit nice and snugly in that medium category. We look at Mr. S, I can tell right off the bat I'm a size small because America. But if we look at the size chart, the very in-depth size chart, mind you, for LatexCatfish, I am all over the place. I do not fit in a single small, medium, or large category across the board. So if you fit snugly in any of those European sizes that are standard off the shelf, you're probably gonna have to pay an additional 20% to get your order custom sized, because the body proportions are just all over the place when it comes to LatexCatfish's size chart. Furthermore, when speaking to a representative from LatexCatfish, I found out that the company admitted to intentionally reducing the measurements for most suits, which means if you give them a measurement size, they will intentionally make it a bit tighter. Now, I don't know why a manufacturer would willingly alter the measurements provided for a custom order. Maybe they're doing it because it looks better for pictures, but that also means it's going to put a lot more stress on the rubber, and that may be why my 2 suits from them previously failed prematurely. Now, before we get into actually opening this box, first let me discuss the order timeline, because I've heard horror stories in the past about people who've claimed that their order from Catfish has taken 3 months or longer. Now, that didn't happen with me. In fact, I had very good luck. If we look at the product page, I took a screenshot when I had ordered it. We can see the wait time says it's 44 days for a custom sized order. Now, in my case, I ordered the suit on November 24th. The status was changed to processing on November 25th, and then it was shipped out on January 7th, where it arrived January 9th with 2-day DHL shipping. Not bad. So if we calculate the days out from November 24th to January 7th, it is 44 days on the dot. So you know what? LatexCatfish stuck to their word on their website, and while that may be a longer processing time than most other manufacturers, most manufacturers try to do it within a month, you know what? They didn't lie on their website, so I can't fault them for that. Good on you, LatexCatfish. Alright, so enough with all the details, let's get to actually opening this thing and see what's inside. This thing's taped very well. Alright, so we got ourselves a bag. That included a little bit of extra spare latex in not the right thickness. It's a 0.4 millimeter thickness, but thank you for that in case I need to patch something. It's got a weird smell to it as well. It almost smells fruity or like candy. It doesn't smell like latex. So I've got this one, I got the Gummi Guard, and it came with a mask, which I asked separated. That actually looks pretty nice. I'll look at that later. Put that over here for a moment. Suit itself has attached boots. These are steel toe boots. Yep, definitely steel toe. Those feel very firm and nice. Again, this doesn't smell like what new rubber normally smells like. It smells sweeter. I don't know how to really describe it. It literally smells like candy. It smells almost like a chocolate bar or something. I hate to say it. I don't know why the hell it smells like that. It literally smells like some melted chocolate. Very not what I was expecting. Well, the suit itself definitely is 1 millimeter thick. I can feel that, and that is thick. It's still a little stretchy, though. It wasn't stretchier than I was expecting, but yeah, definitely feels very thick. I'll be putting this on in a minute, but I really can't get over the smell. It literally smells like a chemical Kit Kat bar. I really don't know how to describe it. It doesn't smell like latex. It's the strangest smell, and not one that I was expecting coming off of this. But anyway, at this point, I mean, I'm just showing you a heap of rubber. Let me put this suit on. Actually, before I do that, let's get to this mask over here. Let's take a look at this real quick. Get it peeled off. Yeah, I mean, it's a gas mask. It looks pretty good. I guess I'll have to try it on, and yeah, let's see how this all looks, I guess. That's a very cheap molding that they have that clipped in together, but what can you expect? Anyways, enough talking, let's try this on. So something to note with this mask, I had just gotten changed out of my other cat suit and was about to put this on when I noticed the inside is covered in talcum powder. So if you ever get one of these masks, make sure you clean all this talcum powder off before you put it on your face, because you really don't want to be breathing any of this in. Alright, so some of my thoughts and first impressions of the Gummi Guard suit by LatexCatfish. A bit disappointed, if I'm being perfectly honest. The sizing on this thing, now I was told that it was going to be a slightly looser fit, and I figured, okay, that's fine because it is in fact a 1 millimeter suit. I wasn't expecting how loose this is going to be. This is pretty unacceptable, and I actually measured it out. It's almost a 7-inch diameter that they added to what my normal waist measurement would be. 7 inches is not acceptable, and that's 20% of the purchase price. Again, it was what I used for custom measurements. So close to $50 is what was supposed to go towards a custom measurement. They obviously didn't do that. They just gave me a size large or whatever, because 7 inches of waist diameter for a custom fit suit, 7 inches extra, mind you, of waist diameter, completely unacceptable. And while the suit is too big, the hood they gave me is slightly too small. The crown on it was really pushing up against my head, and it's starting to hurt after a little bit. I don't know how they did this. I double checked my measurements with 2 separate people, and these are people who are well known, well established in the rubber community, so I trust that their measurements were accurate, and they were both very accurate these 2 separate times I got measured. So I know their measurements weren't wrong. It was LatexCatfish that blatantly just disregarded my measurements when it comes to the suit, and I don't know what they were doing with the hood. I don't know if it was a genuine mistake, but not very happy with how it's all sized out and just how baggy everything is. Now, that being said, I'm still gonna get plenty of use out of the suit. I'm gonna just wear cat suits underneath this and use this to layer up over top. So in that regard, it is useful, but again, very disappointed with how loose and baggy it all over around is. Value, again, I'm pretty miffed off of that. I paid the extra 20% for custom sizing, where it seems I essentially just threw that money away, because this is unacceptable. But considering the $450, I am still getting a lot when you're comparing to other manufacturers. Again, I did get a hooded gas mask. I got a full suit with attached gloves and steel toe boots. That's 1 millimeter thick, and so all that is a lot of materials, and for the price, it wasn't too bad. Now, the boots that they gave me for this, I know they're just some off-brand Chinese stuff, but they actually are very comfortable and very nice. I'd say the boots are one of the highlights of this suit. And then lastly, I really can't express this enough, how this suit smells. It is very off-putting. Again, I described this before as like almost like a chocolate or like a Kit Kat bar type of thing. It does not smell like new latex. Normally when I get some new latex, I love the smell. I can't keep my nose out of the box. In this case, it's kind of giving me a headache, and I'm gonna wash it and Vivishine it and stuff, and hopefully that gets rid of the smell. I've never had to say that with latex before, but for some reason with LatexCatfish, that's just what you get with the quality. Again, slightly disappointed. If I was going to give this a rating, I would give it a C-, especially for $450, where you're competing with the more established European brands which have a reputation for quality. I would have expected LatexCatfish to put a little bit more, especially with the sizing in with this suit, and they really didn't, and it's left me rather disappointed. Again, it's a better value proposition than some of the other manufacturers, but there were definitely some compromises being made. So with that, I hope you all enjoy my video. I hope you all learn from my mistakes if you're happening to purchase this suit in particular from LatexCatfish. Good luck out there. Feel free to leave a comment with your own experiences of LatexCatfish. Maybe they've been better than mine. Maybe you have some other horror stories you wish to share. I would love to hear them. And then also, if you want me to do a follow-up video to this, maybe in a year, we could see how this suit is held up to regular use, if it's run into issues like my other suits where lots of holes and stuff forming, or if it's still held pretty true. I could do a follow-up with that, but let me know down in the comments if you're interested. Anyways, thank you again for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.